Joe Biden is the figurehead of a left-wing government, shadow government, but his replacement is actually a real-life, verified left-winger, whose policies are if I had a list on me today, maybe I have a list on me today of all the crazy. Well, yeah, I only have the one-page list. This list actually goes much longer. Of all the crazy left-wing policies that they want for our country, she supported every single one of them.
What do you make of all the talk that if Biden steps aside or is pushed out, that it would be Vice President Harris? Do you expect that much would change?
Well, I think that it will be her. I think they are very concerned about the vote if it's not her. They are very, very, they're gun shy. They don't want to do it any other way. I've actually come to believe that's what they're going to do. I think she's an ineffective person. She was in charge of the border. She's never been there. She didn't do a good job, and she hasn't done a job on a lot of things. But it would seem to me that from a political standpoint, that's who they're going with. They're not even talking about alternatives.
How hasn't she been to the border? Well, we've been to the border.
That's actually a good question.
That's insane.
I don't see them replacing Joe Biden because no one likes her. She posed horribly. Yeah, and then it admits they've been lying this whole time. And to convince this many people,
I think the people that dumb enough, there's people dumb enough to still say yeah.
Some people will, but I don't see her beating Trump.
I think the Democrats,
their best bet is Joe Biden,
wouldn't vote for her, bro. I don't think they would vote for her.
They wouldn't. That's the point.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They might as well just ride this out and say he had a bad night and make him do better next time.
Both
get ready for next season. Prop up Gavin and pipe up.
You can't prop up Gavin. Look at his fucking state. It looks horrible right now.
Buttigieg.
An ineffective person. She was in charge of the border. She's never been there. She didn't do a good job.
Kate, if there was a sign that President Trump is loving all this, this is it. Former President Trump danced off the stage last night in Miami after launching several new attacks against Biden and the chaos he says is dividing Democrats right now. CNN's Elena Treen has more on this. Elena, this was, I think, Trump's first post-debate rally. And while Biden's name was really not brought up a lot, you note this morning that for the first time this election cycle, he really dug into Vice President Kamala Harris. Tell us what you heard.
That's right, Sarah. And I found that to be one of the most interesting parts of his rally last night. And you're exactly right. This was his first rally, but also public event since the debate. And what's notable about his attacks on Harris is both Donald Trump and his team have really avoided going after the vice president throughout their campaign. But last night, that was not the case. And I think it just very clearly shows how closely Donald Trump and his campaign are monitoring the situation around Joe Biden and questions over whether he will step aside and if Kamala Harris could potentially be his successor. Take a listen to exactly what Donald Trump said.
But whatever else can be said about crooked Joe Biden, you have to give him credit for one brilliant decision, probably the smartest decision he's ever made.
For real.
He picked Kamala Harris as his vice president. No, it was brilliant.
It was.
Because it was an insurance policy, maybe the best insurance policy I've ever seen, Marco. If Joe had picked someone even halfway competent, they would have bounced him from office years ago. But
now, Sarah, I do want to just share some inside reporting on how Donald Trump and his campaign are thinking about this. One is that despite what he is saying about Kamala Harris not being as strong of an opponent, Donald Trump and his team are very concerned about what it would look like if Joe Biden is not the person at the top of the Democratic ticket. Part of that is because they have spent millions of dollars on modeling and gathering data focused solely on going after Joe Biden. So they really don't know what having someone like Kamala Harris at the top of the Democratic ticket would look like. And so his team is very much delighting in Joe Biden saying repeatedly that he is staying in the race and digging in on remaining as president.
What about the money Joe Biden's campaign has spent on Joe Biden? That money's going to go to waste too. I don't think I don't think the Trump campaign is at all worried anymore. I feel like they know that everyone knows that if no matter what they do right now, it looks like they're done.
They might win California. We might win California.
I ain't gonna lie.
That's crazy.
I'm ready for another debate.
It's over.
If Republican wins California,
It's over, bro. They're just at this point.
They might win California and maybe New York.
They're hoping for a Hail Mary.
Hey, I really want to see another debate. Another debate is going to close the deal.
They need multiple Hail Marys at this point.
They thinking Trump's going to win by a landslide. That's why they're rallying so hard to get the no voter ID.
I can't
that's
wait.
The only chance.
That can change a few things for sure.
I just think
a couple points.
I think there's just too much in place to for them to allow the no voter ID.
No, that's not a bad
The
theory.
Democrats got something up their sleeve, bro.
They might
'Cause
shut
like
down the
lately,
country.
y'all heard they have this new bird flu that's going on in Colorado.
That trick's
No, I
not
haven't.
gonna work again.
They finna make
we gonna
these.
shut it down.
They gonna shut this bit down. They gonna say give you some more shots and shut this bit down.
Nah, that's not gonna work again.
If they
their
did it
trick is the
before,
illegals. Nah,
If
They
this
could
is our
do it
country,
again.
nobody will.
we're
go
gonna
for
choose
that.
what happens.
That's not gonna
Same
happen.
Democrats back then.
I ain't
Nah,
gonna.
no one knew what to do or
Same-
what happened. The same trick over again. Everyone's gonna see how that went.
They're
Everyone's
still
gonna
doing the
dead
same
that.
tricks they've been doing since the 90s,
No,
my
that
brother.
was not gonna work.
What we could do
How much
as
you would have bet
Americans,
this country don't shut down?
They still think Jim Crow's
You've been saying the country
going
gonna
on.
shut down since the last COVID. Since 2020, you've been saying that's the
Hey,
it's not a bad
it's not a
It's
bad
not-
theory
it is
with
a bad
these
theory.
motherfuckers.
Nobody thought
They're
the
not letting it
country.
happen.
Somebody
So you
told
thought the
somebody in 2020 the country's gonna shut down.
Exactly. That's why it's not gonna happen twice.
We don't
They're
know.
not gonna hit you with the
I
same
don't
trick
think
again.
they'll be able to shut the
I
country
hope
down
not.
twice.
They're putting men and
absolutely
women's
destroy
So
sports.
many
the
people are
economy.
gonna dead that.
Like,
They're
that
putting
will
men-
actually destroy the economy.
They're putting men in women's sports. They're letting
They're-
illegals to come over
This
here.
is the
Legal
what
vote.
if. This is the what if.
I don't know,
This is
guys.
not no what if.
That is
This
a
is
huge
real
what
stuff
if.
happening in our country
They're
right
not
now.
shutting the country
What
down.
if shit is actually happening right now?
That's true. That's true.
So we
It's not
can't,
gonna happen.
That's
we can't
true.
say that.
So you really genuinely think? Do you think there's more likely that the country's gonna be shut down than not shut down right now?
With these,
No,
they're
yes or
gonna
no,
probably
yes
get
or no,
another-
yes or
what?
no?
I don't
Yes or
think
no?
they'll shut down again.
Yes.
I-
or
If they
no?
have another, if they
Yes
have another
or no?
virus,
No. What if they don't? If yes or no?
What if they're shut down right now?
Right now.
No.
What is the
they're not.
likelihood of this happening?
Right now?
By 50,
I don't even think it's that
it's
high.
not.
That's way
It's
too
probably
high.
Like 7.
1%.
Nah,
Well, we can't say that.
I'd say it's
20%.
a single digit percent.
20.
I don't know.
I've never even
I
heard
get-
of this thing you're talking
The
about.
bird
That's
flu?
why. That's what I've never heard
Look
of
up the
it.
bird flu right now.
See,
they
the fact
talking about
if it was
but
really a big deal, I feel like
It's
I'd have
not
heard
like the
about it.
COVID though.
It might,
I feel like I'd have heard
go
But
around like
let's continue.
COVID.
Let's continue.
Hey, bro,
I
well, we
doubt
never know with these. They're gonna find a way to get some votes in.
But look, brother.
They're illegals.
You know what we should do as Americans to stop the vote? We gonna be at the polls, brother.
They're gonna find some election fraud, my brother.
They
I
gonna
mean,
say-
I'm
They
for
gonna
sure.
let the illegals vote.
November 3rd. They was at the poll. We gotta be there before that.
They're gonna say we gonna have to shut our country down, y'all.
We gonna sit at the polls and we gonna look at every ID. I don't give a damn what they said. If you can't show me American ID, you ain't getting inside this building.
This is American ID. It's a date ID.
Yeah, you ain't getting inside this building, brother. You gonna have to go through us.
Not facts.
Hey, y'all might think
I don't know if I'm with that one.
y'all might say I'm crazy, but you know, with these Democrats, we don't know what they'll do. They put men in women's
Right,
sports,
brother, you right.
so I don't know.
They trying to have us look like Brazil.
The problem is that we have colleagues that are scared
I like
of their own
Jasmine.
shadow. Number one,
For
they
one
are not
reason.
thinking clearly, or they have their own specific motives in why they are not standing by the president. But if Republicans can stand by somebody with 34 felony convictions who incited an insurrection, and then Republicans said, you know what, don't believe your lying eyes, those were just patriots on a tour, then I'm sorry, we can look at what the president was going through, because he was not sitting in a criminal courthouse or chilling at Mar-a-Lago. Instead, he was tired because he had been out in the streets, on the road, taking his message directly to the people. And honestly, I don't think that any presidential campaign runs just on the person at the top of the ticket. You played a clip of the vice president. For everybody that says that they are so in love with the vice president, which I have some questions about some of these people, but nevertheless, she is on the ticket. So if that's who you want to vote for her. Because if anything happens, there is a natural succession plan in the fact that she is the vice president. So if you don't want to vote for Joe, vote for Kamala. She's on the ticket.
That's crazy.
At the end of the day, we have to win. It's not Joe and
They
Kamala
put both of
that are
them.
the enemy.
Bro, she's the vice
Not
president.
them that
She's
are
on the
threat.
ticket.
It's this
What are
Supreme
you
Court
talking about?
that will
She said
become
vote,
worse.
still vote, you're
It's
saying.
also MAGA that has proven themselves to be ineffective and ignore the people.
So she was saying, that's what she was saying was, if you don't believe in Joe Biden, vote for Kamala Harris because she's the VP. So if something happens to him, she's up next.
So basically, still vote for Joe Biden.
Yeah, basically. That's what she was saying. Like, I don't know what y'all was getting at.
Yeah.
I was so confused here now. I was like, what y'all saying?
I was finna say.
Because he's on the.
I thought she was trying to say
Separately.
Joe,
No.
Kamala, Trump. That's what I was getting at first.
If you don't believe, if you think Joe Biden finna go to the sky,
Vote
It's
Kamala.
okay because Kamala's
Or in
going
the
to step
dirt.
up.
Yeah, that's basically
at
what
the
she was
bottom
saying.
of the earth.
That's basically what she was saying. I just can't get on board with a lot of this stuff they saying. Like you got to be pushing an agenda at this point. Like I don't understand.
They ODing.
The debate was eye-opening.
I just don't understand. You're pushing an agenda at this point.
So okay, if that is the case, why is this man still running, bro?
Hey, bro, black people didn't watch the debate, but I was asking all the black people that they watched the debate. They said, "Nah, bro, what happened, bro?"
That's crazy.
That nigga Joe did what? Yeah, I kind of expected that though. I said, brother, you gonna go vote? Shit, I don't know.
That bitch
Trump
over
race.
with.
Trump race. I really don't like either candidate. That's what they gonna say every time. Say, brother, okay, not if you
That's
don't
not
like
a
one.
choice.
Let's think about black folks for a second. That's what I always hit them with. Let's just think about the black folks. Then they open their ears. And them illegal immigrants, they say, yeah.
That's a problem.
Think about that only.
What really ticks me off about him, though, is this laughing Kamala remark. It's such a sexist remark because a guy I was with over the weekend, a friend of mine, they said Kamala's laugh annoys me. Remember they said that about Hillary's laugh, that she was cackling. And men, they don't like a funny woman. They're afraid if you laugh or you make a joke that maybe you'll do that when they're in bed with you.
That's insane.
It's like this
What type of soft men she messing with?
That's
of women's
insane.
laughing and comedy. Yes.
That's very good psychotherapy.
And what was that
I've
reference to
never
the Washington Monument? Well, looks very much like a penis to me.
You're on fire today.
Just saying.
I think it's interesting that you say that. Let's face it, the reason he brings up Kamala, the vice president, is because he's afraid of her. Because he knows what a strong candidate she is.
Yes, he always says you smell fear when he comes up with a name for somebody.
He understands how her popularity rating is going up. He understands how her approval rating is going up.
Insane.
And he understands that as part
up.
of the Biden-Harris team, that is going to be very difficult for him.
I said Trump's gonna pick somebody black.
I don't know who he's going to pick.
I don't know.
Byron or
His,
Doug?
I don't
He
know.
gonna
who's
beat
gonna
me.
pick.
I'm gonna be on the stage. I'm saying, come on, Erica. This is the nigga we want. America.
Byron,
Hey, they don't believe that Kamala's strong.
Kamala's not a strong Harris. She couldn't even get on the Democratic ticket herself.
I think Tim Scott
She
is
got
going to be the
freaking-
VP
Yeah, I
for
think
Trump.
Tim Scott probably.
And I would like to see Tim up there.
CNN had a poll
I
showing
think-
how unlikely it is for Kamala to get up there.
Kamala Harris.
CNN.
Kamala Harris is a Kamala Harris is a DEI vice president. She was only picked. She's only been picked because she's a non-white and a lady candidate, and that's why she was picked, and that's why she appeals to
should've picked
people.
Oprah.
If you view things through a woke lens, you see like Kamala Harris.
I would probably rather her than Gavin, though.
Nah.
Yeah, I'd rather her than Gavin.
I mean, she's the
That's
reason
too
why.
bad.
She's the reason why they're in trouble.
I would
Like,
probably go.
Gavin,
but if we're
Gavin.
talking like a better candidate for VP, Gavin is a better candidate than her.
Yeah, I think he had a
No.
he had
At least he was
a
a
losing
governor.
team. He had a losing team.
Nah,
He tried
bro.
to.
At least he was a governor.
He went
What
to
was
be the
she
coach of a
before she
losing
became
team,
VP?
bro.
Look at his country. Look at his state right now.
I'm
They
just
was
saying,
already-
bro.
they
I'm
was
just
already
saying,
going that
no,
way.
She's a governor.
Bro,
They was
look at
already
his
going that
state.
way.
What is she? She's a DEI pick.
Yeah, she has no.
She has no
experience.
reps.
Hey, bro.
That's why she didn't even make it
I
on the
would take
ticket.
Gavin over her.
Yeah,
I would
that's
too.
hard. It's
If I
hard.
was running for
It's just
president, I would
I'm
pick
alive
Gavin over
right
her.
now. I'm alive right now during the Joe Biden administration. I just won't be alive. So I feel like it might just be the same. It's gonna be bad.
And I feel like I'm not trying to make excuses for Gavin
Gavin, though.
Newsom, but California had the tightest COVID regulations for the longest. So that
Because
killed
him.
everything.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that he's a good candidate. I'm just saying
He
he's a
want
better
people to-
candidate than Kamala Harris.
Kamala is over with.
Yeah, she's like, what?
I
Like,
wouldn't
bro,
vote for.
what are we
There's
talking
a lot of
about?
people I'll vote for over her.
Gavin,
If it
Gavin,
was Joe,
people
we're
got
not-
his cut.
We're not saying Kamala Harris is good, bro. We're
not.
not saying Gavin is
I
good.
would say
But we're
lesser
saying
of
he's better
two
than her.
evils.
Like that.
Out of the
That's
two
what I'm saying.
evils,
Yeah, we still gotta go Gavin probably though. Yeah, we gotta.
look at
I just don't know
California.
what Gavin gonna do.
Look at California.
You know,
We're
Brother,
not. California's messed
what do you
up.
think
It's
California would
Democrat.
look like if Kamala was in that same position these
Worse.
past years?
that's why I don't know. That's why.
That's a scary thought.
We don't
what?
know.
We don't
You think
know.
she would do
About the
better?
same.
But she hasn't had a chance
That's
to show
crazy.
us.
She haven't had a chance. I don't know. I want to say
It's
she would
probably
do
You talking
better.
about,
better.
you talking
The Joe Biden
about
administration.
California's bad.
Yeah.
All the Democratic
He's talking
states in that
about-
area are
she's
bad.
Either way, the economy and all that shit's
Portland
gonna be
is
bad with
bad.
both of them.
Oregon
I'm
is
just saying,
bad.
what's gonna keep our life going?
Yeah.
Washington is bad.
I don't know what Gavin gonna do. He might not.
Either
be.
way,
He might
though,
go in there and not be
neither
a
of them-
warmonger.
neither of them winning.
He might not be, but he might go in there.
We really watched Gavin clean up his finally. Well, we seen Gavin actually clean up the street of San Fran for a whole dictator in a different country.
San Fran has the most fecal matter of any city in America.
But he cleaned it up when a dictator come to his country.
Yeah, I mean, bro, so you like Kamala? That's what it is.
No, Gavin to me looks so evil.
So you like
bro.
Kamala more? So you?
I don't think any of them are good. I don't think any of them are good. I don't think any of them are good. But I'm talking about who's a stronger political.
He's letting people rob stores right now.
Okay, California's messed
Kamala,
up.
you don't know what she might do, bro.
California's messed up. All those states up there are messed up. Oregon is messed up. Washington's messed up. All them Democrat states up there are messed up. We know that. I'm just saying, if we got to talk about who's a better political candidate.
I know Kamala was trying, at least lock the niggas up for tweaking out for what they was doing. Gavin letting them niggas run wild. That's all I can say.
Is that a fact? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
What was Kamala doing?
She was locking niggas up for tweaking, murder, stealing, all type of shit.
Nigga locked up for that.
No, they're not.
Yes, you do.
They're not.
Murder.
Well, murder, but hey, they get to steal and do all that shit right now.
Look, Trump just did his dancey dance. You know how he hit the.
Oh yeah, it's that. Yeah.
That's what he did.
That is a funny dance.
Look.
Nah, Kamala over with, but I don't care.
Yeah,
I would vote for her no matter what.
I think Gavin sucks too, but I think he's better political than.
We should stop talking about this. Democrats canceled for 50 years, brother.
Yeah.
I don't want
Trump
none,
2024.
That's what I'm looking like.